The previous video gave you an overview of what the WATCHOUT Systems Manager is all about. So let's now dive in and take a closer look at the included applications. We start by looking at the remote application, which allows you to operate a show in a way that is less risky than using the production software, using a simplified user interface, and that's particularly intended for use by an operator for running live presentations and similar. So the first page that appears is the settings page, and it allows you to enter things such as the IP address of the computer, of the display computer you are talking to. So you type in the address here, which is the same address as you would use in the WATCHOUT production software, and then you click connect. And when you do that, you can see that the shows that are available in this display computer appear in this list here. And you can load up a show by just clicking at it in this list in this way. Another thing you can do on this page is that you can enable and disable layer conditions in this show. Layer conditions are often used for things like switching from one language to another if you have a show that supports multiple languages. You can also type in text here that makes it easy to remember what the layer conditions refer to. So once you set up the settings of your presentation, you move on into the performance page. The performance page shows the current time position in the show. It also shows a list of named pause cues, and you can jump directly to any point in the show by just clicking a cue in this list. Press this button down here to run, or press the space bar on the keyboard just like you do in the WATCHOUT production software. And you can see as the show runs, you have the time position being indicated here. You also have a countdown over here that shows the time remaining to the next pause cue, which is the one in this case down here. So if I run from here, you can see this counting down. For a 4-second run, it may not be that interesting, but if you have very long runs, maybe several minutes, it's a good idea to be able to see how far ahead you have to run until you hit the next pause cue. The standby button over here activates the standby mode of the display software, generally fading the display to black or to any other state that you may have pre-programmed for standby layers. In most cases you want to control the main timeline, but in case you want to control any other timeline in WATCHOUT, you can select the various auxiliary timelines using this menu up here. And when you do that, the list of control cues down here changes to show the control cues that are on this particular auxiliary timeline. And likewise, the controls down in this part of the window now operate the auxiliary timeline. You also then have a stop button here that allows you to terminate that auxiliary timeline. By the way, the reset button up here will terminate all auxiliary timelines as well as reset the main timeline to the beginning of the presentation. Any errors or warning messages will appear in this window, so you will immediately know if something is going wrong with the system. Maybe there are display computers missing or something like that that you need to be aware of. Those messages will appear here. Click the button up in this corner to return to the settings page, and on this page all the settings that you make are stored on your computer, and they're automatically activated the next time you load that same show. You can even set up the program to automatically load this particular show the next time the program is opened. So then all you need to do to get back to this state is run the program again, and it will load up and load this very same show and go straight on into the performance page. Last but not least, just like all the rest of the WATCHOUT Systems Manager, the remote application is a free application. It's written in Flash, and it comes with source code in Flash, allowing you to make your very own WATCHOUT remote by adding buttons, removing buttons, or changing any other aspect of the application, or perhaps create some completely new user interface for WATCHOUT.